So you're driving to work and you go past a post office or city hall or a police station and you see that the flags are at half-staff. Immediately you catch your breath and you grab your phone to check Twitter while you're driving to see what happened. So why do we lower flags to half-mast, and who do we do it for? And is it just me, or has it been happening a lot more lately? Super Dude Doug Pruitt asked, why do we fly flags at half-staff to mourn a death, and when did it start? I was really glad to get this question because I am one of those people that when I see the flag at half-mast, I must know immediately what happened, and I drive past City Hall every single day. As you might have figured out by now, I don't like not knowing things. Well, apparently the act of lowering the flag has been going on since about the 17th century. It's said that they lowered it to make room for an invisible flag of death overhead. Because that's not creepy or anything. By the way, if you're wondering, the term is half-mast on a vessel out at sea, like on the mast of a ship. It's half-staff when it's on land. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be to get that wrong? Whew. There are basically 4 reasons why the flag is taken to half-mast: the death of a federal official, some kind of disaster, federal holidays, or just whenever the hell the president feels like it. Of the 4 federal holidays when the flag is lowered to half-staff, the most famous one is Memorial Day. Memorial Day is actually one of our oldest federal holidays. It was started in 1868 to honor the dead of the Civil War. Memorial Day is unique because the flag is actually at half-staff before noon, but after noon it goes up to the top again. This was created to honor the dead in the morning and then celebrate the survivors of the war in the afternoon. Eventually, surviving veterans got their own day, Veterans Day, in 1954, and from that point on it became more of a symbol of respect for the dead before noon and then hope for the future in the afternoon. The other 3 standing holidays are Peace Officers Memorial Day, Pearl Harbor Day, and now 9/11, which is sometimes called Patriots Day. So that's only a few days out of the year when the flag is lowered to half-staff on a regular basis. All the other times are in response to some kind of tragedy. Hence the pit in my stomach whenever I see them down at City Hall. The main reason for the lowering of the flag is the death of federal officials, and it breaks down like this. Members of Congress have the flag lowered on the day of their death and the following day. Associate Supreme Court justices have the flag lowered from the day of their death until their funeral. Current vice presidents and speakers of the House get a full 10 days, as do a sitting or former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. But we really pull out all the stops for the president. Sitting or former, presidents get a full 30 days when they die. The last time this happened was Gerald Ford in 2006. Outside of that, major disasters get the half-staff treatment if issued by a presidential proclamation. Some of the most recent ones include Hurricane Katrina, the Boston Marathon bombings, and the Sandy Hook shootings. By the way, these are really more like suggestions. There isn't any way to enforce flag laws because the raising and lowering of a flag is considered political speech, which is protected by the First Amendment. Mostly though, people in organizations that have a flag up are more patriotic and more respectful of the flag rules than most people, so it's not usually an issue. So like anything the president does, flag lowering can be a bit of a political hot potato. Especially at a time when we're having mass shootings almost on a weekly basis, deciding which ones to raise and lower the flag for can be a bit of a tricky decision. For instance, President Obama got some criticism in July of this year when he didn't immediately lower the flag after the shootings of 5 service members in Chattanooga. In fact, memes were circulated that claimed that he lowered the White House flag for Whitney Houston, but not for these 5 soldiers. As Politifact pointed out though, the White House in fact did not lower the flag for Whitney Houston. It was only lowered in one place, the state of New Jersey, and that was issued by Republican Governor Chris Christie. Apparently some people get New Jersey and the White House confused. Now, this isn't about Obama. Bush found his own fair share of criticism over similar things, but what it basically comes down to is that if you're the president, it's better and safer to err on the side of being more respectful. So, if it feels like the flag's been lowered a lot more lately, it's because it probably has. Of course, the president can only lower flags at federal offices, the governor of each state can lower flags at state offices, like Chris Christie did in New Jersey, and mayors can lower the flag at city offices. So between the president, the governor, and the mayor, there's a whole lot of up and down action on that pole. That sounded dirty. The big question becomes, is that all a bit too much? Does lowering the flag too often cheapen its meaning? Or is it more important to show the maximum amount of respect in all situations? Tell me what you think in the comments. If you learned something in this video, I know I did, give me a thumbs up, and if this is your first time here and you like it, put a ring on it and hit subscribe. And if there's a question you'd like answered, shoot me a tweet or hit me up in the comments and we can get smarter together. Even the smallest questions can lead to fascinating answers, so go out there, question everything, and have an eye-opening week. Thanks a lot for watching. Love you guys. Take care.